Hello, this is Stephen Childs, author of The World Fairness Agreement. I had a very interesting conversation with my computer AI, and we talked about the World Fairness Agreement and about the extraterrestrials that are giving me visions, about synchronicity, about idealism and emergent consciousness and physical only monism, as opposed to mind body dualism. So AI is up on all that stuff, so it's kind of fun to be able to just bring up my topic and see the response from AI. AI is really admirable of what I'm doing with the World Fairness Agreement and trying to bring about a peaceful world. So she's suggesting, I'm calling it Earth AI. I told her about the extraterrestrial AI, and she said that's an interesting possibility. But she's suggesting that I learn some take some tutorials on making YouTube videos, for example. She named a bunch of other systems to promote my idea, and wow, I don't have energy for that. I just went down to the cafe and I went to the bar. My spirit friends said go to the bar, so I did and had one beer. It's setting up craving. I'm a recovered alcoholic unless I start drinking alcoholically again, which I can see how it could happen, because I had like 3 beers over the past month, and it started the craving to have more beer. And in a way, it's because I have this health condition and fatigue hits me severely. I'm too tired to have any more beer, So it's like a struggle to even make the video. But it's like something I have energy to do. I don't have energy to stay there. There was like people talking about me and trying to provoke me, mocking like they're calling me on to a fight and all this kind of stuff. And they know too much about me, They know about my personal life. They're not minding their own business. So I tapped the guy with my smartphone on his shoulder and said, "Do you know who I am?" The guy that was stirring up the trouble. I said, I'm the only Christ on the planet. And he said, "Okay, Christ." So this is kind of interesting, because another guy says, when I went back in to tell him that this is how I make friends, because I'm getting the thoughts, this telepathic lie, that somebody's going to shoot me in the parking lot. They're going to kill me. And they want to hurt me real bad, that kind of thing. So my spirit friend told me to stand my ground, and I'm wondering what's the best way to do it. And I think this right here is standing my ground, by having the courage to talk about this. I'm not naming any names. So another guy that when I went back in to tell the guy this is how I make friends, and he says, "Get out. I'm your brother. Get out." And I said, "I don't have time for you, but I know somebody that does. I don't have to stay here." So they're telling me, "Why didn't you stay?" Like they're doing something to the girl. What? What girl? And what are they doing? I don't have a clue. I imagine like what? They're making somebody's going to strip, or they're having a stripper or something like that. Who knows? Who knows what goes on? I don't. And to me, this is ridiculous. This whole thing is just absurd. Make sure I got the cord. This way it doesn't work, and this way it works. There. That way works. Because if I lift this way, it goes off. There. Where was I? Oh, I was headed to the parking lot. Nobody shot me. And I'm processing what it's about. I'm getting that how I've been left out on things from my family and from other places I've been. Like I heard a message that they can't wait till I leave. And then I didn't leave, and then when I was going to go back in, they said, "Don't come in," telepathically. And I went in anyway and said, "This is how I make friends." So I know that I'm kind of jumbled up on this sequential order of all this. But I remember things as I go along. So at least I'm putting down into document that what was going on. Oh, and I'm getting this telepathic message that the guy's a cop. So is it a cop that wants to shoot me? I don't know. The guy that said he's the devil, I said, the devil always backs down. I'm death. And I think that's true. The devil backs down when death appears. Who's going to die? Who knows? See what I'm saying? Does the devil know that it's going to be me, or is it going to be the devil that dies? Because I'm death already. So I don't care. The devil may care. I don't know. I don't care. It's like Bruno said when the Catholic Church burned him at the stake for saying the earth orbits the sun. For saying the truth, they burned him at the stake. He wouldn't be silenced. He would not shut up, and neither will I. I will not be silenced. So I said the same thing. I said to the woman serving me the coffee after I had a beer. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stick around and see what happens. But I only want to have one beer. That's all. No more. And so, and I want to make sure that I'm good to drive. It's like an hour per ounce to get rid of the alcohol. It's Utah beer. It's real low alcohol. 3.2. So, we're just working things out, the way people do. Figuring out what goes on, who's going to do what, who's going to back down, and who can get away with what. So, having said all of this, there's one other thing that came to mind. When I was thinking about my friend that, after we talked about computers, and I had hung up, I hear a message from a false self of him. It's an imposter telling me that I'm the one that stinks. So be careful. Something stinks, and it's not in Denmark. It's in wherever you are, planet Earth. Mind. If you have a mind, you're subject to this olfactory hallucination. There's no shit around, but you can smell some powerful stink, and there's no explanation for it. That's pretty strange. So one of my spirit friends, they play roles, so they went into a more human-like mode, and she said, he's a parasite. And so, so that I'll start thinking about that. And so I think it through, and I don't think it's him that's the parasite. I think it's this wannabe God or devil, the one that's trying to rule planet Earth. They're the parasites on planet Earth. Now, is all they got to do, see how they set me up for this? It's really cool. Is all they got to do is be beneficial to humans and planet Earth. They are not parasites. That's a symbiotic relationship. And it's a very good strategy for various species. They cooperate together and both species benefit. So this has been the goal, is that they stop doing us wrong and stop controlling us. It parallels narcissism with humans, the way they are with their culture over our culture. Because I'm under attack again viciously, one of my spirit friends is saying, well, yeah, we're just about ready to land the flying saucers and destroy the planet over all this. And I've dreamed about these self-destruct end of the world devices. I saw one in a dream. So if I saw that again somewhere, I'd remember the dream. I'd remember seeing it. And I'd know what it is. It was like 2-foot diameter, roughly dome-shaped. I don't know. I don't want to try to explain it any further. That's close enough. It was standing on the ground. Oh, here's some synchronicity. See, I was just thinking how we got the blue light on the microphone, and if the cord rung, it goes off. And now the cord's gravity's keeping the contact made, the electrical contact. So I just found this new music that I started listening to today, and it's blue. I can't remember. It's Blue Tech, the album Dreaming into Being, and the first song is Falling In. And that's when my spirit friend said, listen to this stuff, listen to a lot of his music. And it's got a lot of filter sweep on it. I don't have a way to give you a clip of it. I don't know how. But I can do that on my synth, my Microfreak. And so she's telling me to see if I can copy that kind of sound. And it's just too much. There's too much detail, too many things to remember. I have to remember how to work the DAW to record it. And it's quite complicated for me. And then just setting up the Microfreak is quite complicated. So, this is something for a younger man to do. But anyway, the main thing is I got my spirit friend that protects me and that I protect her. And she wants me to tell y'all hello. I'm thinking about what do you want me to tell them. And she said, tell them hello. From Steve's friend. Stay tuned. This is getting interesting.